Hey, where have you been? I've been looking for you now and then. Someone just like you.
Greetings, friends!
Have you ever had a time in your life where you were just working your tail off and you were just grinding it out? You had so much work piled on top of you. You felt like, man, is this ever going to end? Am I ever going to be able to get to finishing all that needs to be done? Well, we have waves of that here on the farm, and here recently has definitely been one of those waves. We've had temperatures that have been absolutely ridiculously hot here recently. We've had, I don't know how many days straight of temperatures being around 95 degrees. So the heat on top of the various work that we've had to do has just made life, well, let's just say the farm has been kicking my tail. It has been really, really tough. And you've been doing a lot too.
Yeah.
There was one day where I got up, I started work right at 7 a.m. and I didn't finish till 11 p.m. Not 11 a.m., 11 p.m. So that was a super long day. And let's just see, all the stuff that it takes to run the farm, and then the one chicken that you've had has been frustrating because you clipped his wings like we're supposed to, but it just keeps getting out. But all this stuff on top of the heat again is just ridiculous. And working in the heat has just been rough. I just had to water myself off a few times and just come inside and stand by the air, and it's like, whew, I need some relief from the heat. Yeah. It's hard to believe that it's been this hot in May. It's only been May, and we're just now getting ready to enter in June, but May has been hot, especially this last part. So hopefully we get some relief soon. And speaking of the farm just kicking my tail, I've been so thankful that you guys, you and your brothers have really been stepping it up and working on the farm this spring and this season, and it's been a tremendous help. So in addition to me being busy, you guys have been super busy too. I do want to talk about a day that we've had not too long ago where we worked really hard, but then at the end of the day we did get to enjoy it just a little bit. And that was a couple weeks ago. We had a lot of beds that we needed to prep. And you guys, I do want to admit, all the work that I have to do on the farm, you guys stepping up here recently has really been a tremendous help to me. And it shows on the farm that the farm is just doing better the more we work together as a team. So I really appreciate that. Yeah! So thank you very much. And speaking of your help, that day that I'm referring to, you guys were just knocking it out with helping me crop out some of our old lettuce crop. And I really appreciate it. You guys were knocking it out super fast. I normally put the camera on time lapse to record you, but you guys were going so fast, I just recorded it on standard speed, and it looked like you were going time lapse. That was super cool. I gotta give you another one on that one. Let's go ahead and pull this old lettuce out, guys. Come on, Micah, you can do it. Look at there. Super fast. You pull this one out right here, Micah. Let's see you get it. Whoa, don't fall over. You did it.
Look, Daddy.
Man, that one started falling big time. That's gonna be kind of bitter. Is it? Yeah. Bitter time. Yep. Then it started to heat up, and I think that day it got up to around 94 degrees, so it was another hot day. And then speaking of hot, even though with it being hot, I had to bring in the Kelvin cultivator, which is a tool that I enjoy having and love on the farm. Brought that in just to flame, just to go ahead and torch out any unwanted plants that may have sprouted up that you guys weren't able to get in these beds, and just torch them out. And then next I brought out the broad fork, and it's getting a good workout there using the broad fork. Broad forks are good for getting a good workout on with your forearms, your back. Really like incorporating getting the workout in and what we're doing on the farm. So it's like we knock out two things at the same time. I don't like saying killing two birds with one stone, but I like to knock out two things at the same time. Not only am I getting a workout in, I'm also getting something tangible done at the same time. And I was getting the veins were popping out, and I was like, whoo! But with the sun coming out, I needed to put on some sunscreen. And we're not a huge fan of a lot of the products that have a lot of just chemical junk in them. So Sayla brought me out a product that we got from a friend of ours named Dr. Flower. She's a natural doctor that we met at the Homesteading Life Conference. And I oiled up with that, lathered up with that, and it felt pretty good. Alright, so we are going to use Dr. Flower's Sun Balm here. She has a lot of excellent products, and I use a lot of her tinctures because they're just so fantastic. So, all the sun is out. I'm going to go ahead and put this on. Alrighty.
Daddy, you look really greasy. You look like a hot dog that's been in a frying pan.
You got a little shine going on yourself there. But somebody had some jokes. You said I look like a greasy hot dog in a frying pan. That's crazy. Oh man. I guess with my tan, I guess I'm getting darker here, and I guess I do look close to a hot dog sometimes. But at least I don't look like a rotisserie chicken or something like that. But yeah, crazy. But Dr. Flower is offering our viewers 10% off anything in her store. She has a number of great products, and we'll include that in the show notes below. So stay tuned to the end of this video and I'll explain more about her products.
Yep.
Got back to work.
Yep.
Wasn't just fun in the sun. We had more work to do. What did we do? I forgot. We've done so many things around the farm here lately. I don't even remember what we did. What was it that we did?
We put leaf mulch around our plants.
Oh yeah, we did do that. And we added the leaf mulch around our plants, our longer term to maturity plants, because that helps them to retain moisture in the ground as well as smother out some of the unwanted plants, aka weeds, from growing in our beds. And you guys did an excellent job once again helping me to put out the leaf mulch. We put the leaf mulch around the plants, and then we took some wood mulch and put that in our walkways. After we knocked out putting down the mulch and the leaf compost, it was hot. It was time to bring it in, so I didn't want anybody overheating and getting heat exhaustion or heat stroke or anything like that. So we brought it in, got lunch, came back out a little bit later, got back to work. And when I got back to work, I went to work in the lower bed that we had been working on earlier. And as I pulled back one of the tarps, I thought I was going to see my friend again, and there my friend was. I don't know if it's a boy or a girl, so I'm just going to say it's my friend. I never thought that I would have a friend snake. And when he started to leave, I was like getting sad. I was like, no, stay here. I want you to stay here. I never thought that I would think like that about a snake.
That is so weird.
Yeah, not weird. So after my snake friend scurried away, got back to work in this lower bed section of our garden that I was working on, broad forking again and doing some bed prep.
And Josiah, Mike, and I were using our dump trucks to carry the compost where you were working.
You were, and you guys, you weren't just carrying it. How were you bringing it down there?
We were going with our dump trucks really fast.
And you guys were just having a total blast going up and down with the compost filled into your dump trucks. It was pretty fun. I was kind of jealous. I wanted to hop in there and have some fun too.
Sun shines on my bedroom wall, and today is the day at the start of it all. It's true.
I have backup. You guys coming to give me some backup? Whoa. I'll fill mine up and then you can fill yours up, alright? Recently, I have been thinking more and more about my children following in my footsteps. I want them to be like my wife and I, and this makes me want to improve and be a better example for them.
My skin is sounding can go back, be me. I really miss it, want my life and just be free. I'll let the brightness in, know how it is.
And they are the reasons why I work long days, and I have to remind myself that I'm working to provide for them. But at times, I see the qualities that they each possess, and I find myself wanting to be like them. And sometimes, watching them play makes me want to be a kid again. Well, even though I may not be able to be a kid again physically, I can at least be one at heart.
So I even bother. Sometimes it's great letting go. I left my lazy side and I can never turn back again. I'm sorry, it's time to grow up.
You guys are making it happen over here. Whoops, you got a little bump on the head there. You alright? Yep, you're tough. Let me slide it back a little bit so you won't hit your head. Oh, you hit it again.
And you can take a little bump.
And after all that, we just had to have a little bit of fun. Like I said, we've been working really hard here lately. And sometimes it's fun to sprinkle some fun in there and make things a little bit of fun and just dance and have a good time. But one of the main things that I keep in mind throughout the tough times of all the work and labor on the farm is the rewards that come along with it. It is just so rewarding to be able to do this, to live this kind of life together as a family, and to be able to eat healthy, wholesome food that we know the story behind. What's one of your favorite things about the work that we do here on the farm?
That we get to spend time together and learn about animals, and we get to watch chickens, and it's just really fun.
Yep, it's also really neat to be able to, for other people to enjoy the fruits of our labor, to be able to pass on the produce from the farm that our hands went into working to grow, to be able to share that with others in various ways. So just some things we have to keep in mind through all the grinding and working our tails off, right?
Yep.
Just keep shaking your tail feathers. Well, even though we have been working our tail off, we still got more work to do. This is a really busy time of year when you're on the farm. You have things are just cranking. You're putting stuff in the ground, stuff is coming in, harvesting. It's just kind of like a continual motion machine. At least I feel like that's what's required of us to be continual motion machines, but it's been super busy. And once again, you guys are doing a great job, so keep it up. And it is very important to work together as a team when you have something as big as a farm, a homestead, or even in your home. Make sure you kind of work as a team as best as you can. And earlier I mentioned Dr. Flower and her products. They're called Mother Nature's Mountain, and she has a number of excellent herbal tinctures that have done an excellent job in helping me out personally. They have some for adrenals. She has some for a number of different things, for heart, for stress and anxiety, for women, for men, and they're great. So check them out, and they're just excellent. And we'll leave her information, her website, in the show notes below, and feel free to check it out. And there's a discount code for those of you who are viewers of ours, and if you purchase from her, you will receive 10% off all your orders. So make sure you go on there and use that coupon code. Also, earlier I talked about getting a workout in through what I do on the farm, like I did earlier with broad forking. Well, it's been 5 years now since I've been able to stay in shape. I think I'm still in shape without the gym. And I plan to talk about that in an upcoming video, so let me know what you think. Would you like to hear more about how I stay fit through gardening and farming? Well, that's it for this vlog. We'll see you next time.
And grow on!
That was a little bit that was a little bit delayed, but it came out. Grow on.
Bye!